Let's work a little bit with twisting the whole body, starting with the spine, allowing our body weight to move our spine in different directions. This is quite restorative. It's wonderful if your back is stiff and tight to release it a little bit. It's a restorative practice, so be mindful. We're going to be breathing nice and easy. I'll show you some modifications along the way. So let's go ahead and lie down with your knees bent. And bring your arms out to your sides, shoulder height to begin with, feet are hip distance apart, and just notice how it feels to be on your spine. This is neutral. Again, the earth is supporting us from below. Really trust that. Feel the curves in your spine, and just begin to explore how you're feeling. And explore how you're feeling overall. Sometimes we're a little bit inflexible in mind and in spirit, and that can reflect in our bodies. So just get curious about that. Are you flexible? You might not be. But if you can start to work with your body a little bit, it might change for you. So just notice how it feels to be here in neutral. Good. We're going to work with that three-part breath, the lower, middle, and upper breath. Let's just take another moment to be sure that we've arrived. Allow yourself a couple of easy breaths in. Set your intention. I'm going to be super aware of how I feel. This practice is for me. I'm allowing myself to relax. I'm allowing myself to move freely, both in body and in mind. Good. Allow yourself a nice easy breath in. And then as you exhale, drop your knees to the right. Let your feet move if they need to, and then let yourself be here in this nice easy twist from the lower body. Be sure the right leg is relaxed into the floor. The left leg on the inside of that ankle might be touching the floor, it might not be, but legs are wet noodles. Good. Be sure that you're relaxed here, and then take a breath in. It's that three-part breath, belly, ribs, and chest, back and front, both sides. Exhale. Do one more breath here. Notice what you feel. Good. And then inhale to come back up with those knees. Readjust your feet hip distance apart. Pause here. Good. And then inhale again. And then drop your knees to the left as you move. So it's breath and movement. Again, let that left leg be towards the floor. The inside of your right ankle may be on the floor. Let that right hip pop up, and then do a breath or two here. Letting your body unwind. We're just using the hips and the legs to twist through that back. Good. Inhale, bring your knees back up. Exhale, drop your knees to the right. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, knees to the left. If you can time your breath nicely, you'll have a nice long inhalation to reset your feet on the way up. Good. Start your inhale, come up to the center, readjust your feet, drop those knees to the right. Take a breath in here. And then inhale, knees up. Pause. Stay here. Good. Walk your feet all the way out to the outside edge of your yoga mat, so you're on your flooring, whether it's the tile or a wood floor. Let your knees follow your feet, your ankles, and your hips, so don't have your knees knocked inwards. I want you to open through the hip sockets. You can even point your feet outwards a little bit if you like, just your heels touching your yoga mat. Good. And then feel your sacrum square on the floor. 2 sitting bones, 1 sacrum bone. Really feel that. We're just going to work a little bit with the inside and outside of the hips before we move on. Let's take an easy inhalation. Bring your awareness to your right leg.
And then as you exhale, you drop that right knee in towards the left ankle. The right foot doesn't slide away along your floor though. See if you can just keep that ankle on the yoga mat. Good. Pause here. Yes, of course, that right hip does pop up. Inhale. Notice where you feel this. Where is it translating for you? Exhale. Inhale, bring that knee back up gently. Reestablish that sacrum on the floor as you inhale. And now awareness to the left leg. Exhale and drop the left knee in towards the right ankle. Good. Don't let your right leg bob out to the side. We're keeping it exactly the way it was. Good. Left ankle now resting lightly, maybe, on your yoga mat. And then inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring that knee back up. Reestablish center. 2 SI joints, 1 sacrum. Exhale, drop the right knee in one more time towards that left ankle. Good. Notice if it's a little bit easier. Notice what you feel. 1 breath in here. Exhale. Inhale, knee comes up. Reestablish your sacrum. 2 SI joints, 1 sacrum. Exhale, drop the left knee in towards the right ankle. Good. 1 breath here. Exhale. Inhale, left knee comes up. Reestablish center on your pelvis. Take a breath in. Exhale. Walk those feet in. Good. Pause. Notice how this feels. Fantastic. Lift up into bridge. Lower your spine down a little bit. Feet are hip distance apart. Now listen. Lengthen out your right leg. Make sure it's straight. You can flex at your foot if you like to get that length. 2 hips still level. Good. We're going to lift up into a little bit of a bridge position. So your left foot and your right heel are going to be your stability. Just lift up your hips up off the floor a little bit. Now slide your hips to the left. Slide your right shoulder to the left just a little bit. Slide your right leg to the left so that you're in the same plane. You're in the same line. Now pick up your left foot, put it on top of your right knee, and let's just start to roll to the right a little bit. Now, if you want to roll back and reestablish a deeper twist, you're welcome to do that, but be sure your leg, hip, and shoulder, this is the right side, is in alignment. Put that left foot onto your right knee and then rotate a little bit to your right. Let that big toe slide and connect to the floor. Your head is towards the ceiling to begin with, and just notice what you feel. So here's quite a dynamic twist, but it's restorative, so it's safe. I want you to notice what's going on with your left shoulder. Does it feel jammed backwards? If it does, I want you to bend at the elbow, let your fingers touch your ribs, and then maybe point your elbow down and slide that left shoulder down a bit. Take some of the pressure off the shoulder joint. It doesn't make any sense to jam it. Good. We're going to pause here for a moment and take a couple of nice easy breaths. Head is towards the center, or towards the ceiling rather. Exhale. Notice you might have to lower the volume of your breath. You're in a nice dynamic twist. Good. Now we're going to do something different, something a little different. So I want you to bring the lower leg in mind, that lower right leg. Bend at the elbow, or sorry, bend at the knee rather, and bend at that lower right leg. So it's not straight anymore. Notice how this changed your pelvis. Did it create more ease in your pelvis? Let's straighten it again. Notice what that feels like. Good. And then bend at that lower leg. Good. Maybe 90 degrees. Good. Now we're going to bend at the right arm. Bring your fingertips onto your left knee if you can. If you can't, then just leave your arm out to the side. Doesn't matter. And then let's just pause here. So now we're in this full restorative twist. Good. Then right lower leg is bent. Inhale and exhale. Let's just do a couple of breaths here and really enjoy this twist. The left rib cage is rolling over to the left. The left knee is rolling over to the right. It's like kind of wringing out a sponge very gently. Good. Now we're going to add the neck a little bit. So I want you to pick up your head and roll your head to the right. Right ear on the floor. Don't tuck your chin to your shoulder. Keep it parallel. That's it. Take a breath in here. So your head is going in the same direction as your left knee. That's it, good. Just really enjoy this. Discover what's going on, no pain. We're not leveraging, we're not pulling. No leveraging with your hands at all. This is pure gravity, nice easy twist. Good. Pick up your head, bring it back to the center so you're looking straight up at the ceiling. Good. Let your body settle. Now pick up your head and turn it to the left. It's going to be a little bit different. You may not get as far. Be sure you keep your chin parallel. Don't tuck your chin down. Pause here. Take an easy breath. Now your head's going in the opposite direction as your left knee. Notice how this feels. Can you relax into this? Good. Pick up your head, bring it back to the middle. Scoot your skull along the floor to elongate your neck. Pause here. Good. Let's straighten out that right lower leg. Keep your foot glued to your right knee. Let's bring both of our arms back out. See if there's a change. And then roll back over onto your back. When you're safely on your back, then put that left foot on the floor. Bend at the right knee and scoot yourself back onto your mat. Now you just wiggle yourself back into a straight position. Lift up your hips, lower yourself down, and let's lengthen out the left leg. Good, same thing, we're just going to do the other side. Left heel and right foot are your stabilizers while you lift yourself up a little bit and shift your hips to the right. Shift your left shoulder to the right. Shift your left leg to the right. Pick up the right foot, put it on your left knee, and begin that easy rotation. Put that right toe on the floor, and then just come into your very best rotation here. No pain in the lower back, you're still looking at the ceiling. And then let's just explore the right shoulder. Does it feel like it's jamming backwards a little bit? If it does, first just bend at your elbow, bring your fingertips onto your ribs, pause, and then maybe drop your elbow down, point it downwards a little bit so your shoulder is at ease. That's it. And then take a breath in here. How does this side feel? Exhale. Find softness and ease in this twist. Good. Notice what you feel. Now, we're going to bend at the lower left leg. Notice what that does for you. Does that shift and change your twist? If so, how? How does it change? Let's lengthen out that leg again. Notice what it feels like. Be sure it's straight and in line with your body. And then bend at that left lower leg. We're going to keep it here. Good. We're going to bend at that left elbow, and let's just lightly place our fingertips on our right knee if you're able to. No leveraging, we're just anchoring here, making a connection. Our arms are more towards the inside of our body, keeping those shoulders agreeable, but they're still opening nicely. Good. Inhale here. Exhale. Now we're going to pick up our head and rotate our head to the left. Left ear to the floor. Left ear to the floor. Keep your chin parallel. Pause here. Soften. Your head is going in the opposite direction as your right shoulder, but it's going in the same direction as your right knee. Just notice how this feels. This rotation through your pelvis, rotation through your shoulders and your spine. Really enjoy this. Use your pranayama to go a little bit further in softness, flexibility. Notice your mind. Pick up your head, bring it back to the center so you're looking back up at the ceiling. Pause. Lift up your head, rotate your head to the right, knowing that you won't have a lot of flexibility here. That's okay. Just notice, what's it like compared to the other side? Is it easier? Is it more challenging? Take a breath. That lower, middle, and upper breath really benefits here. Easy breathing, don't hold your breath. Pick up your head, bring it back to the center. Good, let your body settle. Fantastic. Straighten out that right leg. Straighten out your arms. Glue that right foot to your left knee and roll back onto your back slowly. Put that right foot on the floor and then bend your left foot. Good. Lift up, scoot yourself back onto your mat. Scoot yourself into a semi-straight position. Knees hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart. Lift up into bridge, shift the weight into your shoulders a little bit here, and then lower yourself to the floor. Good. Lengthen out both your legs and just pause. Notice how you feel. Inhale, exhale. And it's here that you just allow yourself a minute or two of Shavasana. Just a brief twisting session. Become aware of your mind. Notice how you feel. Notice the ease and softness of your breath. Discover new places that your breath may be going. Just become aware of anything at all. Sync with your natural breath. The next time you feel your inhalation coming back around, just add a little volume and slowly begin to reawaken yourself using your breath. Keeping this soft, calm, passive breathing pattern, just increase the volume. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bend at your knees. Gently draw your knees into your chest, reach out with your hands, roll right and left. Roll over onto one side, lift yourself up easily. Come into your favorite seated position. Use a block if you like. Come into a nice, easy asana for you. Close your eyes, pause. Notice how you feel. How did that twisting session feel for you? Deep gratitude for your dynamic body. Deep gratitude. And whatever you're doing after this session, have a wonderful day, night, evening, sleep, whatever it is. Namaste.